What's going on, buddy? My name is Eason, and welcome back to another video. And today, guys, we're going to be getting into political powers and territoriality for AP Human Geography. Let's get started. So, territoriality is control and connection of people, culture, economics, and resources to their land. So, basically, with land being occupied and used, the use of people, culture, and economics. People can express territoriality by saying, this is our land. They can control what the people can do, what they can say. Some people express territoriality more than others. They could set rules up for their land. They could set laws, rules basically. They could set up taxes, a bunch of stuff that's in their land, and that is the concept of territoriality. Now, there could be some disagreements and effects of territoriality. Now, some effects of territoriality is going to be border disagreements. Someone could say, all right, this is my land, and then someone could say, no, you have some of my land, or that's my land. There could be border disagreements. Economic competition. If you have good economy in your territory, you're making money or profit, there could be economic competition outside. People are going to try to get up there. Or if people have money outside of your territory and you have to get up there to be able to afford to keep your territory or afford, just not go bankrupt, there could be economic competition. Practicing of different religions. If people are being forced to follow a certain religion, they may secretly practice different religions, and then practicing of different cultures as well. Different wrong there. So yeah, practicing of different cultures is an effect of territoriality. Now let's get into political power. So political power is expressed geographically as control over people, land, and resources. Now this is illustrated by neocolonialism, choke points, and Shatterbelts. So these all cause political power over your land area. They cause territoriality. So the first one, neocolonialism, which is political, economic, and cultural pressures and power to influence or control another country. So think of territoriality, and there was practicing of different cultures. Well, this could cause practicing of different cultures. You could be pressuring people in another country, culturally, to believe in something, follow this tradition. Now, you're influencing it, you're not technically doing it. You could try to take control. That's also neocolonialism. However, it isn't your country. It is someone else's. If it was your own country, political power of your country, and it wouldn't be neocolonialism. Now, an example of neocolonialism besides that is Indians investing land in Ethiopia to grow crops and gain economic power. Now, they're growing crops in Ethiopia. Okay, what's the problem? Well, they're investing money into the land in Ethiopia, and they're trying to gain economic power. So they're basically using land in another country that is not theirs to grow their own economy. So they're influencing another country, and they're using it for their own gain. That's an example of neocolonialism. Now let's get into choke points, which are narrow geographic areas making it difficult to travel or trade between 2 points. These choke points on the screen, all these on the screen, these are very good to know for the AP exam. They may ask an FRQ, or they may be good, like an FRQ says, describe choke points or provide example. You have examples. Look at all these choke points. Now, what do they all have in common? They're narrow areas. There's only one way in, usually, or one or two ways in, and they can get narrow, and the people around it, they can easily control it. So this can make it difficult to travel or trade. If it gets limited, then travel cannot happen. There could be problems there. So look at these choke points. Around the Middle East, there's like 2 or 3 of them that are big choke points. Now, oil is highly exported into and out of the Middle East. So if oil can get anywhere, there's going to be problems in other countries, especially the ones in Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa. We're going to get some issues because there's not going to be oil. Things may not be able to run. Prices for oil are going to go up. It's called inflation in parts of areas in the world. Now let's get into Shatterbelts, which is a region where regional or global political or cultural divisions run into to create local problems. So Saudi Arabia so let's start with Syria. So Syria has its civil war. However, there are refugees from Syria going to Turkey, and Turkey has been, dealing with Syria and all of that with those refugees and what's happening. Now, there could be local problems in Turkey due to these Syrian refugees. There could be beliefs transferred from Syria to Turkey that they don't want there. All of that stuff That's an example of a Shatterbelt. Now, these countries around Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Iraq, Yemen, Syria as well. Saudi Arabia doesn't have the safest area either. So they create global political or cultural divisions or problems, local problems in that area. So one country, so let's say Iraq, supports Saudi Arabia's issues, and Syria doesn't. There could be issues between Syria and Iraq. That's a Shatterbelt. Alright, here's your skill check. Do it. It'll help you. And that's a wrap up on the video. We learned about choke points, Shatterbelts, neocolonialism, territoriality, and political power. Subscribe if you want more of this. Like the video. Join my Discord server. Links in the description. And adios.